For most of his life, next to the musician, is his soulmate, his wife, and support Trudy Styler. Having met for the first time in 1977, they plunged headlong into an affair. He was married, she was friends with his wife. But this could not stop anyone, and for 44 years they had been going through life hand in hand. How did it all start? In early October 1951, the first of 4 children was born in the north of England in the family of an installer. The boy was named Gordon Matthew Thomas Sumner. We know him as Sting. The parents of the future artist were the most ordinary people. My mother worked as a hairdresser and moonlighted as a nurse, and my father was a worker at a machine-building plant. One day, tired of such a life, Gordon's father opened his own dairy shop, and the eldest son helped him deliver milk to people every morning, pushing a heavy cart in front of him. My mother instilled in my son a love for music. Despite being extremely busy, she found time every day and studied with Gordon on the piano. Until the age of 10, it was Sumner's main instrument, but on his 10th birthday he was given a guitar, and the boy's world turned upside down. Since then, Gordon has not parted with his instrument. He tried his hand at different bands, performed in clubs, and when he was able to audition for the Newcastle Big Band, he was even able to sing on stage at times. A new turn in his career was the group of the 19th Jazzmen. It was playing in it that Sumner received his famous pseudonym Sting, which means sting. It turned out to be completely accidental. One day, Gordon appeared at a rehearsal in a striped sweater in black and yellow. The guys compared him to a wasp and jokingly began to call him a sting. The nickname stuck and fused with the guitarist. At that time, Sting was already gaining popularity and managed to marry actress Frances Tomelty at the age of 23. Soon their firstborn, Joseph, was born. Frances, in addition to motherhood and her own career in the theater, actively helped her husband and his band The Police, organizing their performances. By 1977, Sting was the father of a 1-year-old child, a successful rocker, and a drunken drug addict. There were only a few months left before meeting her. Trudy Styler was born in the English town of Bromsgrove in Worcestershire. It was the beginning of 1954. On January 6th, she was born, the future muse of the main musical idol of several generations. The girl's family was the simplest, and when she confessed to her parents that she dreamed of becoming an actress, no one took her words seriously. After school, Trudy, using a scholarship received for acting talent, continued her studies at the Bristol Old Vic Theatre School. However, luck smiled on the actress, and the auditions were not in vain. Trudy began acting in television series, taking part in BBC projects. By 1977, she was a very recognizable actress, and her career in the theater was going uphill. No one knows exactly how Trudy and Sting met, but he later told how he was conquered by gentle blue eyes, a thin scar on his cheek, plump lips, and firmness of character, securely hidden behind external innocence. She seemed to him like a wounded angel who needed to be protected. He just couldn't turn his relationship with Trudy into another one-night stand. Previously, Gordon cheated on his wife, openly declared infidelity in interviews, and Frances was used to this from her husband. But Trudy was a friend, a colleague. The novel was opened in 1982. At the same time, the harassment of Trudy in the press began. She was not given new roles in the theater, was not invited to auditions. The most unpleasant thing about all this was that Sting continued to live with 2 women. At the time of the publicity of their relationship in the media, Frances was pregnant with her 2nd child. Trudy silently accepted the fact that under the onslaught of public opinion, her successful career would eventually go to the bottom. Now she just had to wait for Sting to decide. Who will he choose?